Financial market news from GoldClays. Bitcoin, Ethereum, BNB, Solana and memecoins enter a new rally. Weekly high reaches 16%. Bitcoin dawned on the rise again. In the early hours of this Friday morning, it was possible to notice that most of the main cryptocurrencies were in the green again. Even with the inflationary situation in most countries and the threat of more conflicts between countries, investors remain firm with their investment positions. According to CoinGecko, Bitcoin has been holding above the $23,000 resistance line for the past few days, which is encouraging investors. The current price of BTC was 121,651 Brazilian reals, up 0.7% around 9 a.m. The second largest cryptocurrency on the market, Ethereum, has seen an even bigger rise in the last 24 hours. According to CoinGecko, ETH has appreciated by 4% and the current price is around BRL 8,902. Total cryptocurrency market volume also rose 3.2% in the last 24 hours to another 5.9 billion Brazilian reals. Cardano ADA price rally is imminent with 72 cents target, analyst says. Cardano ADA price braces for a rally despite back-to-back delays in the Voyager hard fork. Analysts have identified bullish potential for the altcoin, predicting a breakout of resistance at 55 cents. Cardano price recovered from its July 26 lows following the FONC announcement. Now, analysts believe the smart contract chain is ready for a 40% rally to 72 cents. According to analysts, the altcoin should follow its uptrend. A breakout of resistance at 55 cents will confirm ADA's bullish move. As analysts from REC Capital highlighted, the price of the cryptocurrency could rise as high as 72 cents. The bullish scenario is a favorable narrative, along with an increase in the number of smart contracts and increased on-chain activity. UNI token accumulates 150% appreciation, see if it's worth buying. The UNI token, which serves as governance for the decentralized exchange Uniswap, has seen a sharp rise in prices over the past 7 weeks. According to the analysis company Sentiment, the token has appreciated by more than 150%, going from BRL 17.90 to almost BRL 50. As a result, the token once again ranked among the top 15 cryptocurrencies by market cap. Most of this appreciation was due to the action of large investors. Data from Sentiment shows that the recent UNI price rally was due to strong whale accumulation and increased address activity. That is, more investors turned their eyes to the token. In this regard, Sentiment's daily active addresses have increased to more than 1,100. The booming activity indicates that the appreciation is sustainable and driven by natural demand. Meta NFT's expansion makes token appreciate 46% in 24 hours. Meta's decision to expand the use of NFTs benefited Flow, the token that powers the blockchain of the same name. According to CoinMarketCap, the token's price has appreciated by 46% in the last 48 hours, shortly after the company's decision. The chart shows that shortly before Meta's decision, Flow was quoted at around BRL 9.70, but shot up in the following hours. Its price even exceeded 15 Brazilian reals, but was quoted at 14.16 Brazilian reals until the end of this article. As CryptoFossil reported, Meta will use the Flow blockchain to expand its NFT capabilities to its social media users. The measure expands the use of the network to more than 3.5 billion people, the estimated number of users of Meta's networks. Voyager Digital receives green light to return BRL 1.4 billion in funds to customers. On Thursday, the New York Bankruptcy Court ruled that cryptocurrency lending platform Voyager Digital provided a sufficient basis to support its claims that customers should have access to some of its assets. Your funds. As a result, the company received the green light from the court to return around $270 million in cash to its customers. In other words, the company's customers will have access to more than 1.4 billion Brazilian reals, considering the current exchange rate in reais. Said amount is in a custody account held at the Metropolitan Commercial Bank, MCB. The amount was reported by the company when it filed for Chapter 11 bankruptcy on July 5. It's time to buy Bitcoin, but also to prepare for another drop, says analyst. On June 18th, the price of Bitcoin dropped to $17,622 on Binance, and the community has been in deep discussions ever since whether this was the bottom. However, according to an analyst at CryptoQuant, we may not have reached the bottom yet, but we are about 1/3 of the way to forming it. That is, for the analyst, it is time to start looking for a good position in BTC, but also prepare for another drop below $20,000. Coinbase, Coin, shares soar after BlackRock announcement. Shares on Nasdaq-listed Coinbase, Dollarcoin, exchange jumped 45% in the early hours of trading after the platform announced a partnership with BlackRock to allow its institutional clients to buy Bitcoin. Coinbase will provide trading, custody, brokerage and market state reporting capabilities. BlackRock is notably the world's largest asset manager, with over $10 trillion in assets under management. The Coinbase ticker, according to CNBC, became one of the most mentioned names on Reddit's Wall Street Bets following the announcement. The collaboration between the companies will allow BlackRock customers to manage their Bitcoin exposures directly within their existing portfolio management and trading workflows. Joseph Challam, Global Head of Strategic Ecosystem Partnerships at BlackRock, said, "Our institutional clients are increasingly interested in gaining exposure to digital asset markets and are focused on how to efficiently manage the operational lifecycle of these assets." Coinbase shares have been rising in recent days. Coin jumped more than 20% on Wednesday and continued to rise on Thursday, presumably because investors who were selling Coin had to cover their short positions as the stock rallied. Poloniex won't support Ethereum's transition to proof of stake. Last week, Chandler Guo, a prominent Chinese miner, announced his intention to resist the Ethereum merger by forking the blockchain and creating a derivative version of the network. The exchange announced this morning that it will support and list ETHW, the forked proof-of-work-based version of Ethereum, starting next week. Ethereum's merger refers to the network's long-awaited transition to proof of stake. In a blog post, Poloniex stated that it intends to fully support the ETH upgrade and its hard fork potential. Starting August 8th, the exchange will allow users to trade ETH for ETHW and vice versa. If the merger, which is scheduled to take place in September, goes smoothly, Poloniex will automatically convert all ETHs to ETH. And, if at that time, Guo and his followers are unable to fork the Ethereum network, Poloniex will suspend and delete ETHW and its associated markets, according to the blog post. Following news of the listing, Poloniex's top investor, Tron CEO Justin Sun, took to Twitter to celebrate the news. Binance announces removal of 7 cryptocurrencies. Binance, one of the largest exchanges in the world, has announced that it will delist 7 cryptocurrencies from its platform. The information about the removal of crypto assets was given by the global exchange on the morning of this Thursday, 4. According to the statement, the delisting will take place next week. In principle, the scheduled date for the action will be next Thursday, August 11th. The deadline for withdrawing these assets will be on November 12th this year, approximately 3 months. In addition to delisting the 7 cryptocurrencies, the exchange will automatically close all pairs and remove pending orders. According to the exchange, after internal analysis, they did not find a good reason to keep these altcoins listed. However, the platform did not explain the criteria for these reviews that led to the assets being removed from the exchange. Financial market news from GoldClays.